Hello. So it is Sunday and I'm here to talk about When Calls the Heart. We are in between seasons and this is how I get through it because I'm having withdrawal. So I'm happy that you are here. Now this is going to be part 1 of 2. And I'm talking about characters that I would like to see back in Hope Valley. These are characters we've met and I'm missing them. And I think they need to be added to the storyline, definitely in season 10. Maybe even in season 11. Stay tuned.
Since you're here, click the button and subscribe, and also click the bell and the word all for notifications.
Okay, my number 1 request is Charlotte Thornton. We need for her to come back into town. I love Brooke Shields. She's a phenomenal actress, and she did a great job being playing Jack's mom. And she needs to come back. She needs to check in on her grandbaby, her daughter-in-law, and to meet Lucas, the man who is honoring her son's memory and raising her grandson. We really need to see that dynamic, that interaction, even if it's just to give like a seal of approval for Lucas and Elizabeth. Not that they need it, but it would just be great. It would be heartfelt and it would be fun. But not just for them. She needs to come back for Rosemary. Rosemary is having a baby. We don't know much about Rosemary's family. We do know that her family was very close with Jack's family. They were raised together, good friends. And we know that her father was a Mountie. And she's going to need some mama time. She needs someone to love on her as a mom, and I think Charlotte could fulfill that role. I know that Rosemary's going to have the care of her of Molly and Faith together, and also she's going to have the help of Elizabeth, but I really think it would be nice for her to have some time with Charlotte, and Charlotte being like a mother figure. It would be just fun to see her, even if it is just for 1 episode. Okay, now my second request is sort of like a collection. It's a family, and it's the Thorntons. We need to see the Thorntons. We need to see William and Grace interacting with their new son-in-law-to-be, spending time as a family. We need to see Julie. Julie always stirs up a good time, and I hope she gets to stay for more than 1 episode. I know that Viola's over in England with Sir Lionel, and that would be okay if we just talked about her, but I really need to see the Thatcher family. We need to see them interacting with Lucas. I don't want that off screen. I want to see it on screen. I want to live it with them. And who knows? It could be, just like 1 episode. Maybe it's a Christmas special when Lucas and Elizabeth get married. I don't know. I think it would be really nice. We need it, please. Okay, now the third request is Helen Bouchard. We need to see her come back. We need to see her interact with her now daughter-in-law-to-be. We need to see that she has changed. She was at a crossroads. She was not happy with herself and her choices of how she was living her life, and now she's back with her husband. We need to see how she's changed. I would love to see her interact with the Thatchers and what that dynamic is like. I think she's very much more like a personality of Viola, and Viola is not there. Viola, rather. But I would love to see her interacting with Julie. That would be hilarious. But I know there's Martin, who is the dad, but we never got to meet him yet. So that's part 2. That's not in this episode. All right, now the next characters that I think we need to see, again, they're like a collection, is Rachel, Lee's niece, and Christopher, Gowan's son. They need to come back. We heard that they were, was alluded that they were a couple. They need to come back to share in the happiness of Lee's family because he's going to be a dad, but also to share in there's happiness even though Gowan's in jail. He's changed. He's at peace. It was a beautiful storyline, and we need to see Christopher, who was the beginning of the softening of him, as a dad, as a human, and we need to see that all come together. I'm not sure where in the trial or if the trial's over, what the time hop is for Gowan, but I would love to see the dynamic of those two families coming together, Gowan and the Gowans and the Coulters. I think that would be very interesting. So we have a lot of characters that we've met and we've loved and we're invested in them, and I need to see them come back. I like new characters and meeting new people, but we need this. It's like, you know, we're gearing up to the 100th episode. We need to see some old faces. All right, now we need to see Carson, okay? I need to see him, even if it's a conversation that he's having on the phone. I don't want to just hear about it. I want to see his face. I want to hear his voice. Maybe he could come back for an episode or two, if not permanently, which I know many of us Hearties would love that. That's for my sister. She loves that character and that actor. And the fifth ask is Arthur Gilchrist. I really want Arthur to come back. I saw a lot of chemistry between Kayla and Matthew, and I think their characters would be great together. I want him to come in and sweep Fiona off of her feet, and then I also want them to be like, you know, a little antagonistic together. I feel like they're almost a little bit like a Lee and a Rosemary, it could be. I don't know. I'm just so excited. I think Arthur could be permanent, not just for an episode or two, especially with his involvement with the newspaper. And he has this like whole backstory we're just beginning to learn about. So Arthur Gilchrist, he is my fifth ask. Okay. All right. You have a good one, and I will be back next week with part 2. See you.